Welcome back once again to After the Storm. We've gotten a lot of questions from you, and in this time of trying to move forward, there is another resource that can try to find more help for you or provide ways for you to give to others who are in need. And all it takes is 3 simple numbers. With all of this damage, many of us have questions of the help that we can get, where we can go, and there's a place where you can get those answers. Joining me now, Mary Rozak of United Way 211, this resource that is just so invaluable and is just that place where people can go for all these answers. Mary, thanks so much for joining us to be here to answer all these questions.
Well, thank you. I mean, United Way 211 Northeast Region, we launched in April of 2009, never knowing that a disaster would hit us within 2 years, and that we would become a focal point for people to call and find out information and referral for any number of things to begin with, but how to get back in their homes, how to get help.
And people need that more than ever right now. There's so many people who are trying to figure out the answers, trying to figure out where to go next, and 211 does that. Tell me a little bit about the services that 211 provides, the answers to the questions that people have.
Sure. In general, people are calling 211 for any non-emergency health, human service, and crisis questions. So if they need some emotional help, we're here. If they need help with how to file an unemployment claim, we're here. If they need help finding out about child care assistance, we're here. Up until the time that Irene hit, though, it was really a non-disaster, truly non-emergency health and human services line. But everything changed. August 28th, our world changed, and August 29th, our phones, they just did not stop ringing. I mean, our calls have doubled. We were getting about 1,000 calls a month on average, over 2,000 calls a month. We have all kinds of relationships with agencies, governments, municipalities. We have about 1,800 program services and agencies in our database, and that's growing day by day. So when someone calls in, it's a free and confidential service. Someone calls in from any of the 12 counties that we serve here in the Northeast region. We can ask them their zip code, find out where we can get them the help closest to their home. And then we start asking a few simple questions, and we find that if someone may call for one issue, by the time we're done, we've been able to refer them for several other things. And that's true for 211s across the state. But this is a way for folks to be able to reach out to their own community, to people that know what's available. They're not necessarily experts when someone picks up a phone and says, I need help with this. Well, you know what? You may actually need help with something else, but you didn't really know that until you call someone who can provide the answer.
Of course, in all these situations, it's just so overwhelming because you have to figure out what it is that you need, where to go to get it.
Exactly.
And there's so many places to go to do all that, whereas here we can get all that information in one place from one person, telling them where exactly to go, who to call.
Exactly. It's one-stop shopping. I call 211 and I start saying what it is that I need help with. And that specialist in the call center will say, okay, I know exactly what it's called. I know exactly how to pull up that information. And I know exactly where to find that location closest to you. It's really getting the benefit, thanks to the generosity of United Way donors, really, getting the benefit of an expert at the other end of the phone.
Yes, and it's free, right?
And it's free.
Now, we're in the call center right now.
Yes, we are.
As you can see, and how available are these representatives in terms of this? Is it a 24-hour type of opportunity?
Had been historically Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. It's a funding issue. When Irene hit, we were forced to go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We here at United Way 211 Northeast Region had the benefit of working with our 211 partners in California, that we were able at night to switch the calls, on the weekend to switch the calls, so that people could call and get answers 24 hours a day. Now, while the crisis still is not over, it has subsided a little bit. It's changed as we move into long-term recovery.
The dynamic is different.
The dynamic is different. We now operate on a 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
So those hours are still increased because there are still so many people looking for answers, calling in, as we're seeing right here.
Yes, exactly. Now I know in different areas, Hudson Valley has a 7-day-a-week coverage. First Call for Help in the Southern Tier would have different hours of operation. We're all different, so the best thing to do would be to call 211 in your area to find out what hours the service is available.
Great, and again, here to be a resource for so many, and I'm seeing here on this board just how much 211 is able to kind of collaborate, create that connection.
Yes.
It's kind of perfect that you had to lean on your California counterpart to be able to provide those resources. Right. You're providing resources in addition to what other agencies are doing.
Yes, we have.
The
federal agencies. I mean, FEMA benefits are critical, and I should say and take an opportunity to make this plug as well that people who have not registered, that FEMA registration deadline is the end of October. Whether you think you qualify for money or you need help, register. Because if you're not registered and something changes down the line, you're out of luck. So with FEMA, we right away, as we put up on the board, what kind of benefits we were able to help callers with. FEMA partnered with us, as did the New York VOAD, which is the New York Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster. And we actually at 211's particularly Hudson Valley, which actually also covers the Adirondack region, and United Way 211 Northeast region, became the conduit for having people be able to sign up for free cleanups called Mud Out. Wow. So people who needed help just cleaning out the garbage that was now in their home could call us. We were able to fill out those applications and paperwork and get that started for them.
Right, even the simplest thing like that. Well, thank you so much, Mary, for enlightening us a little bit about this process.
Thank you.
Again, this is Mary Rozak of United Way 211, the Northeast region. 211 is available throughout the entire state of New York, with the exception of a few counties in the central part of the state and Long Island. So, of course, a resource that you can certainly take advantage of. We do need to take a quick break. We'll be back one final time after this. Don't forget that number to call, 866-697-2648. We'll be right back.